Hallo guys, the Critical German here and welcome to a new wunderbares video. Today we talk about the Garden of Sinners movies. There will be no spoilers, but good luck spoiling it anyway. It's so abstract that spoiling wouldn't make any sense. The Garden of Sinners is about a girl named Shiki that can see the depth of all things. And with this power she can murder other murderers. And there is a boy named Cocteau that really likes to eat product placement Häagen-Dazs ice cream with her. He wants to learn about magic and wants to know Shiki better. Together they work under a skilled magician and kinda solve supernatural murder cases. Yeah, like I said, it's very abstract and I went blind into it. But then I read that it was set in an alternative universe of the Fate series and that helped a lot because they don't explain the magic stuff. Storytelling wise, it's very unconventional. The release order of the movies doesn't equal the timeline the story takes place. So you have movie 1 that takes place after movie 2 and then movie 3 that takes place in between, for example. So you discover more of the story as a whole the further you watch. But this discovery is not an easy task because the show itself doesn't center around normal storytelling either. Sure, things happen on screen and there is a sense of narrative, but it's more the representation of deeper meaning and philosophical topics. You will most likely not get it when watching it once or when you don't read stuff about it online. And yeah, that was basically me. I just watched it once with, like I said, no knowledge. And that was kinda a mistake, I guess. It's not like I didn't enjoy the show, but I felt like I was not understanding it properly because I didn't have enough additional details. So I ended up liking the godlike animation of Ufotable in their fights and when they discussed philosophical themes. They really nailed it in the last movie where they just talked about what the personality is and whether it is located in your mind or your body. This really made me think for a while after the movie. But story-wise, the anime didn't really convince me. And I want to make that point clear with a comparison. Take Psycho-Pass Season 1 for example. It also had many deep aspects and philosophical themes about freedom, the mind and justice. But in Psycho-Pass, these ideas are paired up with a compelling, exciting and interesting story. My personal opinion is, you need to have a balance of both. Deep themes and a compelling story to create a really gripping experience. If you have just one of those elements, your story becomes one-sided. If it has just a story with no deeper meaning, it's mostly just an action flick that's enjoyable for the ride but has no deeper substance, and so it doesn't stick with you for long. If it's too philosophical, you guessed it, you get something like Garden of Sinners. But I prefer a story with too much substance over a bland action movie though. Garden of Sinners leans too much into its philosophical themes that it forgets to tell a compelling story. And what does a compelling story also need? Exactly, well-written characters. Garden of Sinners has that. Except for one character. Shiki herself is a really layered character with many dimensions, and I love that. The same goes for Cocteau's mentor. She is also the one that talks about the philosophical ideas, so she comes across as a wise woman and badass magician. She is mysterious, and you want to know more about her and her backstory. And then on the polar opposite, we have Cocteau. And Cocteau is a weird character. His defining character trait is that he is just a normal dude. The anime even says this outright. We don't even get to know why he loves Shiki that much in the first place. Shiki even tries to murder him and he is just like, yeah, okay, I love you anyway because reasons? Why didn't we get any information about his character? Maybe some more insights? Okay, the anime acknowledges his normalness, but come on, that doesn't make for a good character. You have to at least play with this trope and then make something out of it. And they didn't, and this kinda bothered me. It feels like he's just there to give Shiki a meaningful relationship, but he himself is so bland and underdeveloped that it's boring to watch him do stuff. And he also has a sister that has a crush on him for some reason. Those two feel like they belong in another anime, but definitely not Garden of Sinners with its deep themes and ideas. So yeah, I'm recommending the Garden of Sinners to you. I told you what to expect, and despite its flaws story-wise, I enjoyed watching it for the philosophical themes and Shiki as a character, and of course Ufotable animation. But I admit that it is a strange anime that's not for everyone. Give it a shot, you will most likely get more out of it than insert shitty isekai or shonen anime here. You know from which person you will most likely get something out of? Me, the critical German. So I would appreciate it if you give the video a like, a comment and subscribe to the channel for the YouTube algorithm. That was my opinion. See you in the next video. Macht's gut, bis dann, ciao.